Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, Chronicles of a Hoodoo Spiritualist. I am Renee Michelle, and this is Spiritual Awareness. Spiritual Awareness is a series I do here on YouTube in order to help us move on to happier, blissful lives, right? And it's about dealing with the spiritual issues that keep us from moving forward, right? And progressing and becoming more of who we are supposed to be. Today's spiritual awareness is about red flags. And when I say red flags, I'm speaking of these things that pop up, these characteristics, these judgment calls that we fall into, right? And one of the things that we fall into is the repetitiveness of abuse that we face because it's what we're used to, it's what we're accustomed to. And we fall into it and we ignore the red flags that come up because that is what we are used to doing. That's what we're supposed to do in our minds. But in reality, the lesson that God is trying to teach you when these people keep coming up, the same people, different people, same situations, is so that you can notify and understand these red flags and get rid of the person before they become hurtful and toxic to your environment. Some people have, get the hang of it and start doing it, but other people keep letting abusive people into their world because they don't know how to live without abusive people, and also it's something that they're used to and accustomed to. So when they see the red flag, they're like, oh, that's something that I'm used to, it's something that I can handle, maybe I can help this person, or maybe, you know what I'm saying, this person will be different, or I can help this one, not like I did not help the last. But reality is that if they were on the level of being helped, they wouldn't need you. Meaning, if they were able to be helped and be nurtured into a certain way, it would have taken place, sometime before they met you, if you were at that level. But you're at a level of abusiveness and self-esteem and self-worth that you can't help someone that is on your same level but doing it in a different way. So an abusive person is going about finding self-esteem and self-worth through belittling, beating down on others, whether emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Whereas someone who is being abused, right, is going to take on this person in order to try and help and heal. But they cannot help and heal them because they're not at an emotional self-esteem and self-respect level to give them the help that they need, right? So you got to know that understand that you're at a certain level, and you have to be full of self-esteem and self-worth and understanding to a degree, right, as I am with you, to be able to help, right? So it's about knowing, hey, I just came out in an abusive relationship. I just came out of a bad relationship. Anybody that comes to me at this time, anyone that comes to me at this time is coming to me because either they're on the same level as I am or they're giving me a leg up. So if they're not giving you the characteristics of giving you a leg up or not being on your same level, and it feels like somebody that you're going to have to help through these issues, then most likely you're not ready for that relationship, whether it's friendship or otherwise. So I'm going to ask the cards, or what I ask the cards is, what is it about red flags that we need to know, and how we can better handle and deal with these red flags when they come up in individuals that we care about but we don't love, right? And as long as we don't love them, we can remove them easily from our lives. But once we stay on that level, right, it's hard for us to move past it and get to a better place. Now, if y'all just hold on one second, I'm going to pull up the spread that I use. Sorry, guys. Should have pulled it before, but I didn't. Got it. Okay. So the first card is the primary concern, right? The primary concern is the anxiety and the stress. So the primary concern of what is going on, of the red flags, of us not catching these red flags, has to do with the anxiety that it causes. The inability for us to be able to rest and be at peace is one of the main reasons why red flags need to be caught, so that we can have stressful and anxiety-free lives, right? The motivating reason for seeking guidance, right? So why do we want to? Because we want that soulmate energy. This is the Two of Cups. We want that soulmate energy. We want that real connection. Soulmate energy can be with friends, family, associates, co-workers, anything. And we want this true, genuine, honest relationship, right? Regardless of whether it's friendship, family, or a love partner. So this is what motivates us, this true connection, right? This chemical, true balanced connection, right? And what is the concerning areas about this is the financial area, right? So we all have, the Nine of Coins is about having this, being able to work from the boardroom to the mailroom, from the mailroom to the boardroom, right? But it's also about having financial security, having money in the bank, being able to pay all your bills, and still be able to socialize. And so this is not being able to happen because we're getting contact with people. What we don't know as people is that everything in our lives has to be balanced. Work, the home, school, whatever it is that you do, it has to be emotional balance, mind, body, and spirit. And then the financial section, why is it so weak with most of us who keep getting caught up in not doing these red flags, is because the stress and the emotional side of what you're going through outside of the job or outside of your world, even at home, is causing you this stress and worry, right? So you can't balance out the financial side because you're too busy dealing with the emotional side and all the garbage that these people bring into your world. And what you're aware of in the present is that you need the stability, right? So this card is about needing the stability. What you are present in, and what you understand is that you need emotional security. You need that security of having strong friends and strong family and strong emotional ties with someone that is your lover, that is your partner for life. And you have to have this sense of strong stability. So this is the King of Pentacles, right? Which is you at, feeling grounded and maximally secure. And you know that is a necessity in order for things to work for you, right? So the fifth card, right, is about the best course of action or advice from this card to how to move forward, right? And the best course of action is to make plans. The Empress is full of ideas and creative ideas and all kinds of ideas. So they're telling you to make plans, to plan a way to know that when you see the red flags, listen, my new plan is every time I see something come up. I give you an example that I give a lot of people when I'm in readings, right? You have somebody that you just met, y'all trying to build a friendship together, right? But in building that friendship, you notice some flaws. Like every time you go to lunch, they don't have no money. They left their wallet. Something happened with their debit card. And you end up paying. So automatically know after these couple of times that that's a red flag. It's time for me to let go of this. But a lot of us will keep making excuses for this person, and then they become a viable part of our lives on a social front. But on the other hand, they are basically, living socially through you by you financing it, right? So you think you can help them out financially. You introduce them to your tax person, your financial advisor at the bank, and still you having this trouble because you're not at a place where you can help them, right? Because you just got out of the last friendship. right? That was sucking you out of financial situations. So it's about knowing the red flags and being able to stop and say, you know what, I can't do that anymore. Like, listen, you're a good person, you're a good friend, but financially you be messing me up. I can't do it no more. You know, I've been in this situation before. I know the difference between good relationships and bad relationships, and I know that I ain't supposed to be here, right? And that's one of the things that we need to start to do, right? So that's making a plan, saying, listen, next time somebody comes in my world showing signs of somebody from my past, and I know I got to make a stop. And that's what the red flags are about. The sixth card is the best way to proceed or use advice present, right? So this is about getting to know you. The hangman is about taking the time out before you involve yourself in new relationships, to take the time out to get to know self, because that's what this card is about. And knowing your world and knowing what's around you and how you want to move forward in life. It's a time out that is educational for self. It is empowering and it is strengthful. And when you are ready to move from this time, the universe will move you, because it's a major arcana card. So I would say, do that self-evaluation, right? Guide us on how to proceed in the future. Quick. We got the Knight of Wands. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Just go. And that's his attitude, right? Look, they do something to you, you don't even have to say bye. It's not your courtesy. You don't have to be nice. Because here's the thing. We as abused, right? We want to, always leave things on a good slate. Always leave things on a good front. But the reality of the situation is that when an abusive person, you got to get running. You got to take off. It's got to be there here one day and gone tomorrow. That's the attitude, and there's no time for no respectful goodbyes. You know what I'm saying? I tell you to let them go if you want to do for a courtesy, but they're gonna try to talk their way into staying. So your best bet is just to block the number, block the Facebook, block the internet, and just focus on you and move forward quickly as possible. So if you choose to lead, if you listen to this guidance, if you listen to what I'm saying to you, the 8th card is the expected results of the guidance and follows. You walk away something that you put your emotional time and energy into, but it's okay, right? Because this is a strength card, because at this point you know that there's no longer anything that you can do to help this person. There's no longer that you can do. There's no longer anything that you can do to make this situation work. You've done the best you can. You've put in the work, and you can walk away knowing, hey, I did the best I could, right? And even still, you have to know when you walk away, even if you started a new friendship or you started a relationship and it didn't work out and you tried and you know that this gives you self-esteem and self-worth, because you respect your heart and you're taking care of your heart and you're moving forward. Okay, guys, next spiritual awareness is, so what now? Stay tuned for that. Y'all stay blessed. And Ashe, thank you for watching. Renee Michelle, Chronicles of a Hoodoo Spiritualist. I love y'all.